Backlog! 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 Hey, everybody, it's the Backlog.
The Backlog is a segment of the Wulff Den podcast where we go through our entire video game collection. Every game we have ever bought gets put into a little Excel spreadsheet. Today we're going to pick one of the 981 games at random and talk about it regardless of whether or not we've played it.
72.
72.
Gotta add games to this.
Star Wars
Uh-oh. Could be anything.
for the Game Gear.
All right. This is going to be a very short Backlog episode.
This is 100% a random ass. Bob bought this at a convention game.
The Long Island Retro, probably.
I can tell you this right now. I've never played this.
I've never even
no
seen
idea
this
what
game
this looks
before.
like. I don't know any history of it.
Now, we did have a Game Gear.
We
growing
did have
up.
a Game Gear. That is a fact. That is a factual thing that happened. We owned a Game Gear. I don't even know. Honestly, I didn't even know like there were Star Wars games on.
Look at how bad that looks. This is just the title screen.
As far as I know, there are no Star Wars games on Genesis, and this is probably the only one on Game Gear.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised that there was even one on
Yeah.
Game Gear. I was on a quest to just get as many interesting Game Gear games as I can because we had a Game Gear.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that many games. And there aren't that many Game Gear games,
Yeah.
like in total. Like the whole library is
I
pretty
think
small.
the entire library could fit on a 2 gigabyte stick.
I'm not surprised
Yeah.
at all. I'm surprised 2 gigabytes is the number you chose. I think it's even lower than that. But there also aren't a lot of good Game Gear games.
No,
There's
yeah.
a lot of very bad ones. So I'm trying to find some good ones. And there aren't any.
Yeah.
So there's these 2D side-scrolling Star Wars games also aren't that great.
Yeah, I mean, there's the ones in Super Nintendo, but those games are like unfairly difficult.
Yeah, I don't think those are
No.
that great.
So this looks a lot like just looks like NES Star Wars with like a brighter color palette and
Yeah.
bad physics.
Well, I'd say this looks similar to the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, vaguely. It's the same vibe.
It looks like it's got smooth scrolling.
I can tell you this right now, though. Like that's not how you climb ladders in the Super Nintendo version.
This doesn't look half bad, considering I think that the other Star Wars games are pretty not good.
Yeah.
So, and compared to other Game Gear games, there's been way worse.
Oh, 100%.
We've played way worse than this.
Yeah.
So I think this was part of me just trying to collect as many Game Gear games
Yeah.
as possible. I probably got this for like $1 in a bin. I was probably looking through Game Gear games in a bin and was like, "Ooh, Star Wars! I know that franchise. Here we go."
I don't even know if this has a Wikipedia page.
What other Game Gear games do we have? Because I think we have. I'm
just-
pretty sure I got Captain America.
No, we don't have that.
We don't have that.
Yeah. Let me.
I was on the hunt for that.
Captain America, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I gotta look now. I'm pretty sure
We have G-Lock Air Battle.
that's one I used to play a lot.
Yes. We have Sonic Chaos, which we did an episode on.
And that is probably the best one.
Yeah. Sonic Drift 2. Sonic the Hedgehog, which we did an episode on. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic Triple Trouble. Star Wars. The Majors Pro Baseball.
I played a lot of.
Tom and Jerry the movie. Did an episode on. And X-Men Game Master's Legacy.
Why did we do so many Game Gear game episodes?
That's the random number generator.
The random number generator.
We've done 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a lot
Yeah.
considering there's not a lot of Game Gear games.
I don't have like a full breakdown of like what we've done so far. Maybe I'll try to do that, but yeah,
That's crazy.
that's the backlog, baby.
I did go on a vendetta to get every Sonic game for the Game Gear,
Yeah.
and I guess this made it in somehow. Wow, look at how big the Jawas are.
Oh yeah.
What the hell?
Are those supposed to be Tusken Raiders? Because they got
that's what it is.
they got the pulp, but no, those are explicitly Jawas.
It looks like someone was tasked with drawing a Tusken Raider,
Mm-hmm.
and then they finished the pixel art thinking it was a Jawa.
Yeah. So according to Wikipedia,
Okay.
the official source, This is part of the same collection as the NES version of Star Wars.
Really?
So this is a port of the NES version of
this
Star
looks
Wars.
way better than the NES.
Well,
version.
you got to remember the Game Gear is a shrunk down Master System, and the Master System was actually a more powerful piece of hardware than the NES.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, you know what? I take it back. The NES one looks better than I thought. This looks pretty decent.
Right.
This looks actually pretty much the same. That's the same Luke sprite that we were just looking at.
Yeah, this game came out in October 1991 for NES, Game Boy.
That we just looked at.
Yeah. NES, Game Boy, Game Gear, and the Master System. Not Genesis for some reason.
Okay. Did it get good reviews?
Probably not. I don't even know if it got reviewed.
No, I don't think anybody's ever bought this thing.
No.
There's a lot of modern reviews.
Yeah.
More colorful version of the NES game with more characters, levels, and music. Okay. Good to know. I don't think these games are renowned for anything. So
no.
Maybe not worth your.
Yeah, no. Just watch Star Wars.
That's the best.
That's the best way to do it.
Experience your Star Wars. Thanks for watching the Backlog, everybody. You should come to a podcast.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.